All right, so we have drawn out our little Santa Claus, and now we are going to be watercoloring him. We're going to go to stations, watercolor stations, today. So you will have red for the Santa coat, and then you will have some winter colors, some blue, some violet, and some silver to create the winter background. Now, if you notice, for his coat, remember I told you it was very important to leave to actually draw in little cups, because this is the part that's white. So we want to make sure that when we're watercoloring today, we want to leave these parts white. We also want to leave his beard white. Okay, so we want to be very careful when we're watercoloring his jacket, because we don't want it to get in his beard. And I think I'm going to start from here and work my way down, and I'm going to do my Santa jacket first, depending on what station you are at. Some of you might be at background first, so you will start with the background. But if you're going to do the jacket, this is the way we're going to do this. You're going to dip your brush in your watercolor, and you're just going to push that watercolor around. Now remember, this is the part that I do red. And I don't know, you could probably leave that middle area white if you wanted to. Let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to be very careful, and I'm pushing this watercolor around just like if I had a really good, juicy red marker. Remember, I'm going to leave that white, and that's okay. I got a little bit down in there. That's okay. I'm going to do his little sleeves. I'm going to do this very carefully. Doesn't take a whole lot. I just want to make sure I don't have a scratchy brush. I want to make sure I have plenty of watercolor on my brush. All right, and then, I'll leave that white. This is what it looks like if you want to color it in. You could do it either way. If you want to color that in or leave it white. All right, so I'm done with my, no, I'm not, Miss Rucker. I'm not done. I need to do my hat. So we're going to, and that's okay. See, this is why it's probably better to start at the top so that you don't splatter watercolor on your paper. All right, so I'm just pushing this watercolor around, being very careful not to get little drippy water monsters on my other parts. All right, and I'm going to leave that little ball white. I'm going to leave his Santa beard white. All right. So this is the jacket if you're at that watercolor station. Okay, so if you're at background station, we're going to start out by giving him some type of a snowy, we want him on top of snow. So we are going to start out with either a violet or a blue, so we want a dark color, and we are going to create a little mound of snow, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So what you're going to do, you will go to that color, violet or blue. Doesn't matter, you just need a dark color because we need a really good division from snow to background. And you're just going to create some type of a line here. So maybe I want my snow just like that. Now I'm not going to go below that right now. All I'm going to do is I'm going to color my background. And maybe I want some blue here. So I'm going to do some blue, and I'm going to go over this red. I'm going to do my blue just to try to, and that's okay. I might have some red there, and that's okay. I can cover that up with snowflakes when we do snowflakes. I love happy mistakes. All right, so now I've got some blue. And then maybe this is a good time for me to switch to the violet. So maybe I want to go over to my purple or my violet station. And maybe I want some violet. These are really good winter sky colors. So maybe now I want to, remember I'm being very careful not to get any watercolor on anything else. that's supposed to be white. I can bring that violet on down here. That's okay. Any of these spots I mixed. Violet. And I'm going to leave some places open because I want to add some silver just to make it look like I have like a little snowy background. So I'm going to leave some of these places in here open for my silver. Perfect. So I've got me a little violet, a little bit of blue, and now I want to go into my silver. And the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and come into the snow, and I'm going to add a little bit of silver down in here just to kind of give it some shadows. And you don't even have to fill all this in. You can just do a little bit of silver down in here so you have some really bright white places, some shadows. And then maybe I want to put some silver up here. Very random. Very, very random. Maybe I want to do some silver here. And up here. Perfect. And that's okay. Sometimes that color is going to bleed into the other, and that's okay. All right. Maybe I want to put a little bit of silver down here in my blue. All right, so when you are done, you should have something that looks about like this. We are going to let it dry. When it dries, we will come back in, and I'm going to give you an oil pastel, and we're going to add some snowflakes in the background. Okay, have fun.